want to tell you a little about myself first. In 1994, after I graduated college, I went to an ad agency, which I didn't like too much. So what I did is I started a design firm. A couple of years later, this company called DG3, Diversified Global Graphics, heard about what we were doing in terms of design and web development, and they acquired my company. So then I started working for them. Now, I'm going to give you kind of a case study. This is something we did with Staples. This is considered a managed account because there are more than one Staples in the world. So what we did with Staples, it was crazy. They had about 500 purchasing agents, procurement people, marketing guys. We kind of narrowed it down to 1 and 2 on the East Coast. Let me change the slide here. So since then, that was November. I was just a sales executive. I've moved up to the vice president of managed accounts because most of my accounts are managed, meaning there would be more than one facility, either globally or domestically. You got it? That's number 2. Our mission is to be the best in class. And we don't consider ourselves a printer. We consider ourselves, I'm sorry for moving around. We consider ourselves a communications firm, graphic communications firm. And our ideology is a customer-centric, global integrated solutions. I know you hear that all the time, but we are customer-centric, and I hope all you folks are too. We concentrate more on our customers than ourselves. We ask a lot more questions about what their needs are and what they're focusing on. You can turn the slide. Okay, this is like I said, it's a case study. It's a little older slide. This is, I believe, from October 10. We were a $150 million truly global integrated communications group. Leader in integrated communications solutions and management services. Well, that's a lot to say. We are now close to 300 million because of some major acquisitions we made in the last quarter of the year. Also because of some a large new client base that we've won RFQs on. We definitely work with the largest Fortune 500 companies in the world, expanding the globe and domestically. Experience in regulatory compliance and security environments. What that means is we do a lot of stuff with banks, large banks, your Morgan Stanleys of the world, your Alliance Bernsteins of the world. So what we do is we do all our FCC filings. It's funny because we have people laugh, we have folks on press that are armed guards. So no one can look at the materials that we're providing to that particular client. Now this is another term that's widely used, and I apologize for using it. We're a one-stop shop. We do, which I head up, design consultant. In fact, we're in this very hotel. We are rebranding the materials in this hotel. We're in the process of it. In fact, I have a meeting tomorrow at 10 o'clock. So if I talk again tomorrow, it can't be 10 o'clock. We do web hosting and presentation solutions via web, via Skype. We do on-demand digital print. We have the best digital printers in the world. What that means is First of all, suppose Morgan Stanley has a presentation to do in London. They also have a presentation to do in New York. What happens is we print on demand. Let me get some of my water over here. We print on demand simultaneously the same exact product, so it ends up on the author's desk or the folks who need that at the same time. Because in the past, New York would get it first, and London would be a little ticked off, if you know what I mean. We do offset printing. Marla and I were talking about it before. We do mailing and fulfillment, e-delivery. Pretty much what that means is e-blasts. And we also do translation. We have a place in Manila. We have a place in Hong Kong. We have a place in Singapore. So we do a lot of translation. Forget about that. We are the most environmentally responsible printer currently in the world, and that gives us a lot of accolades. And I'm just looking at the back of this thing because it tells you that we own renewable wind energy. We recycle all of our paper. What that means is we every piece of paper that comes off that floor is we band it, cube it, and we send it out to a recycling facility. We are FSC certified. This might be boring to you, I apologize, but it's important to my clients. What that means is for every tree that we chop down, and we do, we chop down more trees than anybody else. We're printers. We're one of the biggest printers in the world. We plant 3 more, okay? So we're not that bad. Can you switch this slide, please? All right, so here's our global base. San Diego, work across, Jersey City, that's my facility, that's our head facility, flagship facility, New York, Boston, London. We're now in, this is an older slide, we are in Colorado, I believe Phoenix we're looking into, we're in Tokyo, Hong Kong, Manila, and Sydney. That's a pretty broad base. Next slide, please. Okay, this just gives you a list of our technology, our printing technology, which I'm really not going to get into, because you heard before. We have web-based development. We have web presses. We have offset presses. We have print on demand. There really is nothing as a printer that we don't have. We go up against folks like R.R. Donnelley. I'm sure a lot of you folks have heard of them. We go up against Bound, who is pretty much out of business now. What we're doing now is we're acquiring smarter, smaller print companies and or design companies, such as myself years ago. So this slide changes on like almost a weekly basis. It's crazy how much we're growing. Okay, can we go to the next slide? Sure. Okay, this equipment is based in our home offices, but if you go on our website, you'll see a lot of equipment that is necessary for global networking. We duplicate that equipment. So we'll duplicate a lot of the print-on-demand equipment, like the iGen, and I'm not talking about the little Kodaks that run copies. I'm talking about no, we consume. We consume, but we also, I'll get into that after. But we we rebate the company, whoever's buying that product, we rebate the 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 toner company will rebate, let's say, not back to me, back to the client for utilizing that product. Yeah, which is, you know, it gets us out of the loop, you know, and a lot of paper companies do that too, which, you know, what we do is we offer a discount. They take the discount, and and the toner company would offer the buyer the rebate. Okay, let's go to the next slide. All right, these are kind of, you know, these